Howdy folks. Well, today I want to talk about couplers. It's my least favorite topic to talk about. So far I have done these two beauties. Used to have broken couplers. They are my Chicago and Northwestern train cars. Well, these are supposed to be, I guess, pig cars, sheep cars, or goats cars. Well, now I'm going to take you guys over here. I hope the lighting's okay. Well, one of the things I've started learning about couplers, you buy these cars online and you get them from people, and the couplers don't work. Well, I went out at the last time I was at the store and bought a bunch of KDO couplers. I just want you guys to know they are not cheap. They're about 42 bucks. You guys can see the price, about $42.05 is our price, and normally they were $46.76. Got them on sale. So, as you guys can already see, I've got some tools out here. One of the greatest tools to use on an old car is this beauty, which is the hook. Second of all, my father-in-law bought me this nice set with a bunch of different screwdrivers. I'm missing one. It somehow dropped off the table, and I got to find out where it rolled. But this is the one I'm using. If you guys can all move it so you guys can read it. Now, we're going to overtake off couplers. Hope you guys can see this. I'm going to prop it as best as I can, and so you guys can see how to do couplers. First step to doing a coupler, I know I got my hand in the way, I'll see if I can move this slightly back, is you're going to have to take off the wheels. The wheels are a fun one to take off. You just unscrew them. Sometimes they want to come, sometimes they don't. It depends on how good the screw's in, or if the person previous had stripped the screw. It's the first step. You take the wheel off. Normally I've got another box car that I use upside down. You guys can see that's the wheel bearing. I'll bring it this way. Second thing you're going to do is take off the second set of wheels. Well, now I'm going to warn you. I did not be careful when I first started. There used to be something right here, if you can see that. And so we'll go to the second wheel. We're going to take off the second set of wheels. Make sure you remember which side they go on. Sometimes on these older box cars, the screws don't want to go back in the opposite side. So you see, I'm going to set it here. Now the next step is this. This is the next part. And I'll show you why I needed that hook tool in just a moment. Remember, these should go back on the same side. I know some say it doesn't matter what side it goes on. Just going to set the screw. Now that was the hook. It actually, well, I'll take my hands out and show you guys this if you guys can see it. This was it. It actually snapped as I was hooking up a box car. So now, this is where the other tool comes in handy. I have multi-tools with that little thing, as you guys saw the one I first showed. This is the second one. What you're going to use for this is to get in here and just lift out this silly little thing that I know has a purpose for certain things. It's a little gold thing, as you guys can see that. And that you just discard to the right. Now, don't need the glue. Now, I am going to show you one other thing. I know my hand's getting in the screen. If you guys ever seen one of these, they sell these in a big pack. I don't have the package with me for how much they were. They're not cheap. I do buy a big package. Most box cars do take these. But on these older type, which are, I love these style, with these screws, it seems to keep them in and it doesn't pop out as easy. I'm guessing this probably came from a nice kit before I got a hold of it, and I wish I hadn't damaged a couple things, but I didn't damage them today. They got damaged last time. I know it's a little weird. I'm sorry. I got my big hands in the way. I didn't plan on that. And okay, there we go. So you're just going to screw this back in. And literally, we have one coupler done on one side. Now, the next step is, I always like to try to put the wheel back on before I move to the next side. I gotta tell you, it would have been nice to have someone explain a little bit to me in them first, but I know you guys probably already know how to do these. Now, I will show you, hopefully, one of the other sets. And I gotta tell you, they're not easy. That's why, honestly, I told you guys I do have I buy those extra ones because one of the problems I run into when I do those other sides. Now, I'm going to flop this the other way just so you guys can see. I'll move it this way. Now, as you saw, I said you got to unscrew this. These are really simple to unscrew. Not all box cars have them. I probably have got 5 that do it this way, and I got to tell you, I love it. That's just me dropping the screen. I apologize. Let me get it the right way. I apologize. I'll move it so you guys can see what I'm doing still. Didn't mean to drop it. So as you see, I'm unscrewing this, and when I unscrew this, the coupler should just essentially fall out. I do not recommend normally doing these on tracks, but limited on a little bit of space, if you know what I mean. Now this one didn't pop out on its own, and actually this one would have still worked. It's just missing. Now I got to grab that tool I was telling you guys about. You're going to use the hook. Sometimes it just wants to pop out. Sometimes you got to grab it on this side where it's got the little ledge. Sometimes it doesn't even want to cooperate, which then you got to bend it. Oops, well, that went flying. I didn't expect that. I'll grab it in a moment. You're going to grab your other coupler, which is right here. You're going to put it in, hold it in place. And then you're going to grab your next thing, which is your car. Now, worst part is, I got to tell you, be careful, like I just learned a moment ago, and I will go over in a moment, is make sure your wheel sets are out of the place so they don't roll off the table. That's not fun. Now, I know I'm on my 3rd or 4th video. This is not just a layout update. This is just a fun one about couplers. I've been meaning to do this because couplers are pain in the side sometimes because they do go up. But eventually, all my cars are going to get the new KD couplers. I like them. They seem to do better than most. Now, I'm going to put this wheel back on, and you guys will see in a moment. They'll wheel perfectly, and now I only showed you doing one of these cars because could have showed all 3, but I didn't think you guys need to see that. Wheel sets on. I'm going to come over this way. My re-railer, I know some of you guys are probably going to say, hey, you don't need a re-railer. I use these often just because. And now I've got 3 cars that work perfectly. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my 7-minute and 34-second video. I'm going to show you guys one last thing before I shut this video off. This is my roundhouse area. Last time you guys saw, I didn't have those hooked up. These engines right here, I got to take back to the store. They do not run. Something's wrong with them. Hopefully next time I do this video, you guys will get to see that. Thanks for watching. Train time.